This is CBS 11 News Now.
Good morning, I'm Karen Borda. It's your news now. And Dallas-Fort Worth may have been spared the snow and the ice, thank goodness, but southeast of the metro area, completely different story.
A totally different story. In fact, that's the area that we've been tracking all morning with the ice and the snow. You can see it, some of the Chopper 11 video that we got earlier this morning. The main areas that we were watching, Karen, were the Van Zandt area where Canton and I-20 basically goes through the Canton area. That was an area where we saw at least 5 18-wheelers that were involved in accidents. And then this area was down south in the Navarro County area. And unfortunately, as you tried to make your way south through the Corsicana area, I-45 was shut down for a multitude of accidents there.
But just looking at the road, you can see that the interstate, the highway, there's not supposed to be white.
Exactly.
And there's a reason, and this is not just packed snow.
Exactly. And so one of the things that our storm chasers were saying as they got out on the roadways was it was very deceiving, because not only are you seeing the snow as you're getting on the roadway, but that underneath it is that black ice. So you may get a little bit of traction thanks to the snow, but unfortunately with that black ice underneath it, that is where the main problems occurred on all of those interstates.
Yeah, and we talked about that semi-truck accident in Navarro County that left a big rig jackknifed. And crews, what, they spent like 45 minutes to get it back open?
Yeah, at least.
Just a big mess in the southeast counties, and we're fortunate because we were a much more populated area in the metro area that it didn't happen here. But CBS 11's Dan Haggerty is in Navarro County, where the snow and the ice, it's not going anywhere.
Hey, Facebook, Dan Haggerty in Navarro County. We're at the Emergency Operations Center right now. This is where everybody's kind of coordinating, talking about where they are at this point as far as the roads are concerned and safety measures that need to be taken and what to do now moving forward, because it's not about to warm up any. So the road conditions, the way they are, aren't going to improve much. This is the way it looks outside. This is the way it looks outside right now. You know, it looks like a dusting of snow, but really a lot of that is pretty solid stuff. So you're talking about the ice on the roads, stuff that can't really quite be treated at this point, so they have to make sure that certain roads that aren't passable, that aren't really safe to travel on, are going to be shut down. So that's part of what we're going to be staying updated with them on as we work our way through this very chilly Tuesday morning. Guys?
And that really is the thing, that even in the southwest areas where you've got all of that precip, that nasty precip, here, everywhere in North Texas, we're dealing with just bitterly cold temperatures.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the layers of what to talk about. I mean, obviously, it's affecting roadways south and east of the Metroplex, the ice, but everybody's impacted by this cold weather, incredibly cold weather, as temperatures continue to feel like they're in the single digits out there this morning. Let me show you what the radar looks like right now. And speaking of the snow, it is very, very light. We're not looking at anything that's all that significant. In fact, most of what you're seeing on the radar right now is not even reaching the ground, and that will continue to be the case throughout the rest of the day. This will basically dry up. The skies are already beginning to break apart, so we'll have plenty of sunshine today, but it's not going to be warm at all. Temperatures are in the 20s, and that means whatever's on the roads is going to stay there. Now, the sun coming out will help in those areas southeast of the Metroplex that have all the ice covering the roadways. The sun will melt some of that, but whatever it does melt and becomes water will refreeze once the sun goes down. And overnight tonight, tomorrow morning, we could still have a few problem spots in the very same areas that we have right now. Now, in that color of white that I've put on the map, there are very few icy spots, and with the sun coming out today, if there are any out there, they're going to be gone pretty quickly because the air is so dry and there wasn't a whole lot of moisture on the roads in the Metroplex. So we definitely escaped this one in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Actually, a nice looking picture here out of Dallas of that sky breaking up, but just ignore that number in the upper right left-hand corner of the screen if you don't want to know about how cold it is, but it feels like 2 right now in Dallas with an actual temperature of 19. And this is one of those days where if you happen to have the day off from school, then just stay indoors. Maybe start a fire in the fireplace or curl up under a blanket. Even with the sunshine, temperatures are still going to be below freezing. We'll make it up to 30 later on today, but it's still going to feel much colder than that. And then again, we'll have to watch for ice on the road southeast and east of the Metroplex for later tonight into tomorrow again. So we're dealing with that now. It may slightly improve during the day, but then again, anything that melts will refreeze later on tonight. Tomorrow we'll get above freezing, lots of sun on Wednesday, still cold, 37. And then we're looking at highs in the 70s Saturday and Sunday. There's where we celebrate the weather, but not until the weekend.
What do they say about living in Texas? Just give it 5 minutes, it'll change. It's pretty much it. It seems like most of the folks on Facebook are saying that. It seems like the overwhelming sentiment is just stay inside, stay warm, and drive safely.
That's
so,
right.
you know, thanks to Julie, Sonia, and all of y'all for checking in. Thank you for watching CBS 11, The Ones for Texas. For the latest updates, you can head to cbsdfw.com.
This has been CBS 11 News Now. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for the latest local news and weather.